And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, across our beloved Kyber Empire. You're watching Arnold Holonet News, the only news you'll ever need, because you have no other choice. But let me tell you, it's a good thing you're stopping by today, because although it's great to be in our Kyber Empire today, we got news from our video gaming division in regards to Marvel Snap. Holy cow, the developers are listening. We got huge changes, matchmaking changes, infinite changes, new game mode, token acquisition, and a bunch of other new features that they're working on for Marvel Snap, the first roadmap for 2023. And boy, I'm excited. Let's go take a look at it. Let's not keep you guys in any more suspense. Let's first show you the summary on what they have going on here. It blows my mind that we don't have this on like the official forums. I only found this on Discord, but let's just go straight to the bottom. Look at all the stuff we got to break down today. Really exciting stuff. I want to talk about this first. So what we're going to break down today is this new competitive mode, Conquest, basically taking the battle mode, the friendly battle mode, and kind of making it competitive. And then we have card acquisition improvements, which is always a hot topic for this game. Token shop revamp, another hot topic for this game. Ranked mode improvements, another hot topic for this game. Infinite rank revamp, another hot topic for this game. So if you're someone tired of matching infinite players, when you're still trying to get the infinite, they're solving that. They're solving the MMR matchmaking rating problem as well. So once you hit infinite, they lock in your MMR so you can't manipulate it anymore. Holy cow, some amazing stuff. They're also working on a PC widescreen UI, which is kind of nice. A lot of people playing on the Steam client. Smart decks, avatars and titles by decks, personalized shop, global matchmaking. Right now, it's mostly regional, if I understand. And in concept, this means it could happen, but it's cool they're even sharing this with us. Guilds and social systems, PC controller support, seasonal audio, some, kind of like different music, I guess, without the same thing over and over again. Mythic variants, collectible emotes, and card emojis. We need more Miss Marvel emotes, don't we? And the test deck mode, basically an unranked mode to just screw around and have fun. Basically, I guess what happens when you get the infinite. So, let's go and just start from the very top. Let's just take you straight to what is this Conquest here. So if you play Galaxy Heroes, which a lot of you guys might play Galaxy Heroes from my main channel, don't worry, it's not that type of Conquest. Long story short, in Galaxy of Heroes, they have a Conquest mode, and it was great. They trashed it very quickly. They monetized it kind of hard. Anyways, what is Conquest? Conquest takes the battle mode format you know and love from friendly battles, but to the next level. In Conquest, players will queue up against other players to face off in battle mode to earn rewards. So again, battle mode, but now there's rewards. Winning a series of battles without a loss unlocks tickets to higher leagues against tougher opponents, culminating with the Infinity League at the end of each season. So I guess what I'm wondering is this replacing the current Infinite Climb, or do we got to do 2 Infinite Climbs now? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Players will battle the way to the top to claim the ultimate victory and the best rewards. When you queue up for Conquest match, you'll start by choosing the league to compete in. So Proving Grounds, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Vibranium, or Infinite. Proving Grounds is always available, but players need the corresponding tickets to access the higher tiers. Tickets are earned by winning League Series in the previous tier. For example, winning your Silver Series will earn you Gold tickets. Players win a League Series by defeating 3 consecutive opponents. All right. In addition to the tickets for higher leagues, each victory grants medals that can be used in Conquest Shop to unlock exclusive rewards. There's a brand new Conquest Shop every season with new cosmetics, including seasonal exclusive variants that can only be unlocked in Conquest. And what they say here, we think that the battle mode is a super fun way to play Marvel Snap, and Conquest lets you play battle mode whenever you want against the best competition for the best rewards. The team is actively developing Conquest, and we ran our first company-wide playtest last week, and they're hoping to shoot this out in June. So when I was starting to play Marvel Snap, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love just the core basics of just hopping to a match and you do your basic climb getting to infinite. I was always wondering, how can they make this more interesting, because that's going to get old after a while, right? And I'm looking at this game mode. I'm hopeful. I'm excited to try it out, but is it that much different from what we're already doing from your normal climb to infinite? I guess that's probably going to be the rewards that might be a bit different. So time will tell, but they also have this thing in concept, a guild mode. Boy, banding with 50 players. I think they're going to have to find a way to keep this game interesting. I mean, the meta is going to change as new cards and balance stuff come out, but we'll have to see if this Conquest is going to tickle enough fancy. But token shop revamp, obviously a pain point in this game. Oh, it takes forever to get these cards. Oh, everything's Series 5, Series 4. Well, they have some interesting changes that they're going to bring over here. Token shop revamp. Token shop is an awesome way to target the cards you want the most. I was actually talking about this the other day. It's like we need like a shipment for a variety of cards, not just one random card. But we think we could do it even better. We're dividing the token shop into a few different sections that will allow players to target new and desirable cards faster. And they're also revamping the look and feel of the token shop so you can swipe through to see what's new. So they're going to have a weekly spotlight. So this is more for someone like me. When I want to test all the new cards, I don't have to wait for it to randomly show up. And that's one problem with this game. There's not a lot of hype around new series cards because they're too expensive and they're kind of random to get. They're fixing that part and at least making it easy to get it if you want to buy it. But still, accessibility is going to be a problem. They're going to talk about that here. When a new Series 5 card is released, it will immediately be featured in its own section for the first week in Marvel Snap. So you don't have to sit there and hope it shows up. Once you buy the weekly spotlight card, the section will be hidden until the next card is released. If you want the newest cards at release, here's what you've been waiting for. So Series 4 and Series 5 stuff. This section functions nearly the same as previously, but only features Series 4 and Series 5 cards. This section will feature a card you don't own from all the currently available Series 4 or Series 5 cards and rotates every 8 hours. Series 5 cards will be added to this section once they leave the weekly spotlight. So minor change, but it's going to be hopefully a little bit more accessible to get the cards you want that might be Series 4. So let's say you want to get Darkhawk or Zabu. Hopefully it has a higher chance of showing up. Ultimate variants. Yeah, they need their own section. One thing I was really annoying, the token shop, if you're trying to hunt for a specific card, ultimate variants ruin the chance of getting a card that you're trying to get. Ultimate variants are some of the most epic variants in the game. So like the Venomized Thor, for example. Pretty cool. Or Venomized White Queen. I don't care about that stuff, but some people do. We felt they deserve their own section too. We're moving the ultimate variants out of the way of seeing Series 4 and Series 5 cards, which is nice, and into their own rotation for those of you who want to make your deck so much cooler. We're aiming for these changes to come out in the April patch. All right. Rank mode improvements. Don't get me wrong, this other stuff's cool. This has been a really controversial point with matchmaking, manipulating matchmaking. Some people having it easier rather than others, and people who are still making their climb to infinite, they're playing against infinite players. And when you're playing against an infinite player, I mean, you might come across someone nice that gives away cubes and stuff like that, which happens. I do it sometimes. I've come across some people like that. But a lot of them, they just stay in the match and they'll take your cubes, and it's not the same because you have more in the line than they do. So if you snap and there's 8 cubes on the line, it's a lot more risky for you than them. So they're addressing some of that. We've been hearing your feedback about the ranked mode, and we agree it's time for some changes. Ranked mode is a tough feature to get right, and we want to find the right balance through some additional iteration. We're making a few updates before our next season that will address issues with some players feeling unable to progress or players that feel they are not facing worthy opponents. I can tell you this, man, we had a lot of worthy opponents for our infinite climb this season. Matchmaking algorithm, part number 1 of this. They're improving their matchmaking algorithm to create higher quality matches for all players, including an update that will prevent players from matching against an opponent more than 30 ranks away. So if you're someone that's, I don't know, all the way down in platinum, you shouldn't be fighting someone that's a galactic rank, right? So again, trying to find people that are kind of close to your ballpark. Infinite matchmaking rating floor, MMR floor. This is important. When someone reaches infinite rank, we'll take a snapshot of their MMR matchmaking rating for the rest of the season. Their MMR cannot fall below that value. So that means you can't just lose 100 matches before the new season begins. Or if you're someone that goes to like rank 500, your matchmaking becomes impossible to find someone. So the second you cross that infinite finish line, they lock it in. You can't manipulate anymore. So that's a very simple fix right there. Moving on though, this change is to address that players could intentionally lose many games at the infinite rank floor to drop their MMR for the next season. You'll still be able to increase your MMR while playing in infinite. So you can still increase it, you just can't decrease it. And then infinite versus infinite matchmaking. This is also something that's way overdue. Players that reach infinite will only match against other players in the infinite rank. So when I'm in infinite now, I can't play people that are in Galactic, Omega, Vibranium, whatever the case might be. And that's how it should be, right? Only downside is there are some people in Infinite that are nice and they give away free cubes. I don't know how frequent that is, but that is the only downside I can truly see from this, where you're not going to get those good Samaritans that come around. So they see you're still trying to get the Infinite and they'll give you a free 8 cubes to make your life a little bit easier. We know there's more work to be done. We think the current journey to reclimb to a previous season's rank is a little too difficult. Yeah, it's a little sweaty. Trust me, I know. To that end, we are exploring changes to how many cubes are required per rank, how many bonus cubes are granted when a player achieves a new tier, and potentially how much of a reset is incurred each season. I'll say this, it felt nice with the current changes. When you hit a new rank, they give you 5 ranks. That's 50 cubes they give you. When I started at 70, I technically only had to climb, 20 instead of 30 ranks, because when you had to go from 70 to 80, you go to 85, you go to 90, you go to 90, it jumps you to 95. So really, I only had to climb 20 ranks instead of 30 ranks this season. So what they did was nice. It made it feel a little less grindy. I don't know, a little less time consuming. It was still a lot of time though. These numbers are actively being crunched right now, so we don't have more details to share, but rest assured, our goal is to deliver a satisfying seasonal experience for players who wish to get better at the game and see their rank increase as a result. We've also seen a lot of feedback around the MMR and why we don't simply match by rank. And yeah, I understand that. You can't just match by rank. The team has been weighing the positives and negatives of both of these options. In a pure match by rank situation, it could lead to awful start of the season experience as players are matched against opponents who are far superior than them. However, we are exploring alternate ways of matchmaking to try to deliver some more satisfying overall experience. As there are some upsides to matching by rank, we have some ideas that we think they can capture best of both worlds. So yeah, hybrid system, of course. And we'll be trying out these updates in a future seasons. We'll absolutely be sharing more as we lock in. You'll hear more from us soon. So I think this is honestly the biggest change that I'm looking forward to. People want to get to Infinite a little bit easier, and the matchmaking is currently a bit wonky. Moving on, card acquisition improvements. So we talked about the token shop. Here's what we need to get to. I can't get cards. All the cards I want are so far out there. I mean, if you're playing free to play from start to finish to be pulled through completes, what, like 6 months or so? It's a decent amount of time. Every new card release in Marvel Snap should be exciting and impactful. Yeah, and I feel like it's not. You have like 10 people that play the new cards, it feels like. We want players to wonder how that card can be unlocked, new possibilities for fun, and to win matches, and be able to actually play out those dreams. We've heard your feedback that we're not meeting these expectations right now. It's time to change that. We're increasing the rate that all players earn tokens, including a huge boost for Series 3 players that brings them in line with Series 4 or 5 players. These changes will give equal opportunities to unlock brand new cards themselves, whether you're Series 3 or beyond. So check this out. We're increasing the amount of tokens earned on the collection level track for all players who have not yet collected all Series 4 or Series 5. Starting at collection level 500, which is pretty early on, players will be able to earn between 200 to 600 tokens. So basically kind of like what it is when you're pull 3 complete almost. In collector cash and collector reserve, regardless of whether they have completed Series 3 or not. This is an increase of 4 times for players who have not yet completed Series 3. And once a card series is complete, caches that would have contained a card from that series will now be replaced with 100 tokens. All these changes result in more tokens for people. Yay! I still think, I mean, this next part's good. Don't get me wrong. We're going to talk about this. When the new card comes out, there should be a demo run. You know, get out there and they let everyone test out a new card for 10 matches and they take it away. And then you might be like, wow, I love this card a lot. I want to do it. I want to keep it. I wish they had a test drive thing. 10 matches and they take it away from you. So, but here's this. Check this out. Choose your cards. Series 3 cards now have their own section in the shop. Once per season, players who haven't completed Series 3 will be able to claim 1 free Series 3 card to help them fill out their favorite deck. That's great. And take a closer step to completing their collection. Now you can save your tokens for Series 4 and Series 5 cards. You don't need to wait for these updates long. Both these changes will be available next patch. This is amazing. So let's say you're trying to get Wong. I didn't get Wong till I was nearly completed inside of Pool 3. Well, now they're going to just say, hey, take it for free. You don't got to wait any longer. You get it right now. So holy cow, that's awesome stuff right there. I still think they should do a trial run. So when there's a new card like Master Mold, everyone gets to test it out for, I don't know, 5, 10, even like 3 matches or something like that. Just to get people excited. Everyone can play it out, show some cool combos they came up with. I think there's still room for improvement to make it exciting when new cards come to the game. Infinite rank revamp. For most of us, the climb to Infinite has been our Pikachu. You're looking at the multi-Infinite player right here. So yeah, you know how it goes. And we have great news. We're completely revamping Infinite rank so your experience doesn't end at Infinite. So yeah, I mean, it's not bad to feel like I'm done. I like to do other stuff. Playing multiple games. Like, I want to be done when I hit Infinite. Now they're going to add some more stuff. We want to create an exciting, fair battleground for most of our skilled players to compete on the Infinite rank leaderboard. Once players reach Infinite rank, they are separated into their own ecosystem that will highlight 2 important numbers. Skill rating score. This score is your personal skill rating score. It's similar to your matchmaking rating. You'll be able to see how your skill rating score changes after each match. If you're more interested in increasing your personal skill from season to season, this number is for you. And then leaderboard rank. So now there's going to be an in-game leaderboard to see who really is number 1. Your friend has always claimed you're the best Marvel Snap player. Well, now we can find out. This is the leaderboard number based on the ranking order of each Infinite player skill rating score. So If you want to get high up on that board, this is the place you're going to do it and show that you're number one. We're fine-tuning the experience and visuals for the new Infinite Rank ecosystem and currently scoping out the work, but we're hoping to release as soon as possible. More details coming soon. All right, so that was all basically what's likely coming soon. Now we're going to the in development and afterwards the in concept part. So in development, game features in this section are actively being developed, iterated, and improved upon. So these are likely to come here. I'd say probably, so what we just read before is 100% certain. This I would say is probably, I don't know, 70, 80% certain this stuff's gonna come. Our production team dedicates team resources, generates task timelines, and ensures we're moving forward. Features and systems in this bucket can change dramatically. You might find our initial idea wasn't fun, or we might discover we can achieve our goals in an unexpected way. So what they have in mind is a PC widescreen UI, so something a little bit more pretty. So there's a lot of blank space, but usually people can fill it out if you're like streaming. But for non-streamers, it's gonna nice to fill it out, make it look pretty. Right now, I use things like untap.gg that shows you your deck, and it shows the opponent's deck as they start playing cards. It shows what was destroyed, what was discarded. Maybe they're gonna take those tools from untap.gg and implement it first party in game. Smart decks, avatars, and titles by deck, personalized shop, global matchmaking. Not much has been broken upon this. I would love to learn more about this smart deck thing. Maybe it's gonna be, it could be, here's what I'm guessing what it is. Maybe if you're not too keen on theory crafting, it will auto build decks for you. Or maybe you fill in a deck, you're like, I don't know what to put here. And it's like, all right, well, based off data, this might be a good card. Maybe that's what they're getting at. That'd be kind of cool for a lot of newer players that are still experimenting, understanding how theory crafting and combos work. And then we have in concept stuff. So this stuff, I'd say maybe 30% plus chance it's gonna come. They have big dreams on what we'd like to bring to the future of Marvel Snap. The first step towards these dreams is turning ideas into concepts through discussion, documentation, and planning. Features currently in the concept phase have initially scoped out and given shape, but have not yet had any engineering or development work done on the game itself. This is where we'd love your feedback the most. Concepts listed in this section may be elevated and pretty rescoped or scrapped entirely, or we might hear something completely new from the community. So here's what they got: guild, social ecosystem. So if you don't know what a guild is, basically you band together, you create basically a team with, I don't know, 10, 20, some games have 50 people inside of a guild, and you collectively try to become the best group inside the entire game. That's gonna be interesting. Don't think I've ever seen that in a card game. I don't think like Yu-Gi-Oh's have done that in the past. I'm curious what that's gonna be about. Collectible emotes and card emojis. I just want a mute emote button. That'd be great. Can I just have like a setting that just mutes everything entirely so I don't have to be spammed with Miss Marvel emotes? Mythic variants, PC controller support. I never thought we needed PC controller support, but that makes sense. There's Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel on PlayStation. A lot of people play on controller. Seasonal audio and test deck mode. They gave us a little insight on this test deck mode. Basically an unranked mode. What's this test deck mode? We know that players want a quick and easy way to try out new decks or strategies since before global launch. We've been talking about the idea of an unranked mode as a solution to this problem, but as we explored this feature, we found that unranked mode comes with, well, not so great additional challenges. So we set out to reimagine what this feature could be, and test deck mode evolved from there. We're considering adding a button to the deck editing screen that will let you instantly hop into a low stakes game against the computer. Wow, that's kind of interesting. It's just playing against the AI. So we already play against bots occasionally, right? We're still in the early stages of concepting here, but we'd love to hear your thoughts on this path. So yeah, like for example, so Master Mold came, and I was like, I don't know if I really want to test it out when I'm still trying to get the Infinite. Luckily, Master Mold was very helpful for my Infinite climb when I was theory crafting, but it would be nice. We just want to kind of just see, not the gauge if this is going to be like a meta performing deck, but let's say, all right, I think this combo could work. Or you want to say, all right, what would happen if you one thing I want to try, like Wong and then putting Destroyer on, and then you have a bunch of Nimrods. You want to confirm your suspicion that Destroyer is going to go off twice or whatever, just something, anything like that. Instead of risking a game where you're playing for sweaty cubes and someone's like, all right, let's go 8 cubes. Like, I don't know if I want to put 8 cubes on it. I'm just trying to see if this combo works like I imagine. Now they're just going to add a low stakes mode against the computer just to kind of practice the deck, understand the core basics of it, or just maybe double check how a certain combo should operate. Big fan of this. Hopefully it's not difficult to implement. I think this is going to be nice just to show off some basic stuff, some cool combos. And then if you master it there, you try to bring it out into the real world. What do you guys know? All I know is that this seems really cool. I love the fact that they're giving us kind of like an early preview, even the stuff in concept that might not ever come. So we could try to give them feedback. build upon it. For me personally, I'm not too sure how I feel about the Conquest. It sounds basically like ranked mode. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. The card acquisition improvements, token shop revamp. I love that they just give you a free Series 3 card of your choosing per season, which is great. The rank mode improvements and infinite rank revamp are great as well. All this other stuff is nice, but I think so far the stuff coming soon has me pretty darn excited. We're going to wrap it up there, y'all. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Let me know your thoughts below. You think this is a good start? I think they're hearing our feedback here inside the Marvel Snap community. I think this is a pretty good sign that they're listening and they're going to continue striving to do better. Leave that like, comment down below, subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And as always, remember, my good friends, that it's great to be in the Empire today.